Think you know Ireland? This emerald island hides mind-blowing geographic secrets that'll flip your mental map upside down. From coastlines that defy logic, to volcanic marvels and ancient landscapes that inspired Star Wars. Ireland's geography is far stranger than you'd ever expect. Here are 15 incredible geography facts about Ireland that most people will never learn in school. You think Ireland is small? Think again. While the island itself covers 84,421 square kilometers, Ireland lays claim to a staggering 880,000 square kilometers of seabed territory under international maritime law. That's more than 10 times its land area. This massive underwater empire extends far into the Atlantic Ocean, thanks to Ireland's continental shelf, which stretches deep into the western waters. Most people walking through Dublin or Cork have no idea they're citizens of one of Europe's largest maritime territories. The Irish seabed contains untapped resources, including potential oil and gas reserves, making this hidden geography incredibly valuable for Ireland's future energy security. Here's a shocking fact that will blow your mind. Ireland has one of the lowest forest coverages in all of Europe at just 11% of its land area. Even more startling, native forests cover only 2% of the country, making Ireland one of the 3 least forested countries in Europe, behind only Iceland and Malta. This wasn't always the case. Ireland was once completely covered in dense forests, but centuries of clearing for agriculture and shipbuilding transformed this green island into rolling grasslands. Today's Ireland looks nothing like the heavily forested landscape that existed just a few hundred years ago, fundamentally changing the entire character of Irish geography. Ireland may seem compact, but the island's coastline is incredibly vast, estimated at over 7,500 kilometers of measured coastline when including all the bays, inlets, and islands, a figure that reflects its incredibly jagged, intricate geography. Though official tallies vary depending on measurement scale, this extensive shoreline rivals that of much larger nations, from the fierce Atlantic-facing coasts of the west to the calmer Irish Sea shores in the east. Every kilometer offers dramatic landscapes shaped by thousands of years of Atlantic storms. This extensive coastline makes the island rank among the longest coastlines per square kilometer in Europe. Northern Ireland's Giant's Causeway represents one of Earth's most spectacular geological phenomena. This UNESCO World Heritage Site contains approximately 40,000 massive hexagonal basalt columns that formed 50 to 60 million years ago during intense volcanic activity. Ancient volcanic eruptions sent molten lava flowing towards the coast, and when this superheated rock met the cold Atlantic Ocean, it cooled so quickly that it cracked into near-perfect polygonal shapes. The largest columns tower over 25 meters high and measure up to 51 centimeters in diameter. Scientists have studied these formations for over 300 years, and they've contributed enormously to our understanding of volcanic processes worldwide. The cliffs of Moher stand as Ireland's most visited natural attraction, drawing over 1.1 million visitors annually to witness their breathtaking 214-meter heights. These cliffs have also appeared in major films like Harry Potter and The Princess Bride, adding to their global recognition. Stretching 14 kilometers along the Atlantic edge of County Clare, the cliffs rise straight out of the ocean. What makes these cliffs truly extraordinary is their geological story. They formed between 313 and 326 million years ago when an ancient river deposited sand, silt, and clay into a marine basin. Over millions of years, these sediments compressed into the layered rock formations we see today. The cliffs preserve up to 200 meters of sedimentary history, making them a geological treasure trove for scientists worldwide. Ireland's landscape holds another incredible secret. Nearly 21% of the entire island is covered in peatlands, with the Republic alone containing 8 to 9% of the world's blanket bogs, a globally rare ecosystem. These vast peat bogs aren't just empty wetlands, they're ancient carbon storage systems that have been accumulating plant matter for over 10,000 years, dating back to the last ice age. Recent data shows that bogs cover about 14% of the Republic, specifically with 4 counties, Donegal, Kerry, Galway, and Mayo, containing 70% of all Irish bogs. These bogs not only store enormous amounts of carbon, but also represent some of the last remaining wildlands in the nation. The Ring of Kerry represents one of the world's most spectacular circular driving routes, stretching 179 kilometers around the stunning Iveragh Peninsula. It's not just a scenic drive, it's a compact journey through Ireland's entire geological and cultural spectrum, starting and ending in Killarney. The route winds through ancient mountains, pristine beaches, traditional villages, and dramatic coastal cliffs. The ring passes through the McGillicuddy's Reeks, Ireland's highest mountain range, and offers views of the mysterious Skellig Islands where Star Wars scenes were filmed. What makes this route geographically significant is how it demonstrates Ireland's incredible landscape diversity within such a compact area. The River Shannon is Ireland's longest river at 360.5 kilometers, and its full watershed, including lakes and estuary, spans over 450 kilometers. This mighty river drains 1/5 of the entire island of Ireland, draining a watershed that spans 11 counties across the Republic. The Shannon acts as a natural dividing line between the west and the south and east regions, a boundary that has influenced Irish history for centuries. On its journey from County Cavan to the Atlantic Ocean, it forms 3 major lakes: Loch Allen, Loch Ree, and Loch Derg. These lakes have significantly shaped the landscape and served as important transport routes throughout history. Towering at 1,039 meters above sea level, Carrauntoohil is the highest peak in the Republic of Ireland and forms the centerpiece of the McGillicuddy's Reeks mountain range in County Kerry. This mountain reflects the powerful geological forces that shaped the country millions of years ago, including ancient volcanic and tectonic activity. Carrauntoohil stands within Ireland's most mountainous region, where several peaks rise above 1,000 meters. Its granite structure reveals layers of Ireland's complex geological past, and its high elevation generates unique weather conditions that influence the entire southwestern part of the Republic. Today, it attracts climbers and hikers year-round, offering some of Ireland's most dramatic alpine views. Loch Ness dominates Northern Ireland's landscape as the largest freshwater lake in both Ireland and the United Kingdom, covering an impressive 392 square kilometers. This massive body of water influences the geography of the entire region, creating unique weather patterns and supporting diverse ecosystems. It's so vast that it's clearly visible in satellite imagery, and it supplies water to much of Northern Ireland, making it a key natural resource. Loch Ness formed through complex geological processes and holds enough water to supply most of Northern Ireland's population. Its sheer scale makes it a significant geographical feature that shapes everything from local weather to wildlife migration patterns across Northern Ireland. Ireland experiences one of geography's most remarkable climate phenomena. It's significantly warmer than other locations at the same altitude worldwide. Dublin sits at roughly the same latitude as St. John's, Newfoundland, yet experiences winters that are around 9 degrees warmer on average. This incredible geographic advantage comes from Ireland's position downwind of the Atlantic Ocean and the warming effects of the North Atlantic Current and Gulf Stream. These massive ocean currents carry tropical heat northward, creating Ireland's famously mild, temperate oceanic climate. This geographic blessing means Ireland's coastline never freezes, even in the depths of winter, allowing for year-round maritime activities impossible at similar latitudes elsewhere. Ireland's central lowlands represent one of Europe's most distinctive geographic features, covering the majority of the island's interior with flat limestone plains that fundamentally shape Irish geography. Formed when ancient tropical seas once covered the island, these limestone plains now shape the rolling heartland of Ireland. The central plains are dissected by numerous rivers, lakes, and the famous Shannon River system, creating a natural drainage network that influences everything from agriculture to settlement patterns. This geographic feature makes Ireland unique among European islands, as most have mountainous interiors rather than extensive flat plains. The Republic of Ireland contains 565 square kilometers of tidal flats, placing it 43rd in the world for this vital coastal habitat. These extensive tidal systems are among the country's most productive ecosystems, supporting large populations of birds and marine life. Tidal flats develop where rivers meet the sea, creating nutrient-rich zones that serve as essential feeding grounds for millions of migratory birds using the Atlantic flyway like bent geese and black-tailed godwits, some of which migrate thousands of kilometers. This coastal geography highlights Ireland's role as a vital stopover for wildlife traveling between Arctic breeding areas and warmer southern regions, placing the country at the heart of global migration routes. Ireland's geography has been fundamentally organised around 4 historic provinces for over 1,000 years: Leinster, Munster, Connacht, and Ulster. These divisions, which span both the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, reflect natural landscape boundaries and have shaped Irish culture, politics, and identity for centuries. Each province possesses distinct geographic characteristics. Leinster features fertile eastern plains. Munster encompasses the southwestern mountains and coasts. Connacht covers the wild western landscapes, and Ulster spans the northern mountains and coastlines. These provincial divisions, based on ancient landscape features like rivers and mountain ranges, continue to influence Irish identity today, from politics to sport. Ireland encompasses one of the most geographically strategic positions in Europe. Sitting at Europe's western edge, Ireland faces a 3,200-kilometre stretch of open Atlantic. This geographic isolation shaped its unique biodiversity, climate, and cultural development over thousands of years. The island's position makes it Europe's first line of contact with Atlantic weather systems, creating the abundant rainfall that gives Ireland its legendary green landscapes. This geographic location also made the island, particularly its southern ports, the last stop for millions of emigrants heading to the Americas and the first European land spotted by returning travelers. Ireland's position at Europe's Atlantic frontier continues to influence everything from its climate to its cultural connections with the wider world. Did any of these geography facts change how you see the Emerald Isle? Let us know what surprised you the most in the comments. And if you enjoyed the journey, give it a like and subscribe for more eye-opening geography from around the world. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.